What's going on YouTube? Hey, I'm Jason Irish. Thanks for clicking on another Dirt Road Outdoors TV video here on YouTube. On this video, we're going back in the archives. We're going to North Dakota to my buddy Todd Thompson's place. We're going to chase some big old whitetail deer.
Out here, where the dirt road ends, you'll find these guys. Locked, loaded, and ready for whatever comes their way. Are you ready?
If you ain't trigger happy, then you better start packing, 'cause it's time to kill 'em all. We'll be here all fall. I'm big buck bound. Call 'em up and shoot 'em down. Me and the boys are gonna run this town hunting. Dirt roads, nothing but the best. To bite the crack, it don't expect nothing less than a front leg, forearm shiver. Gonna throw 'em in the backfield like a NASCAR winner. I'm gonna have to admit, heart's been sold. I ain't hunting nothing else but that dirt road.
This is Dirt Road Outdoors TV.
Well, as I leave Minnesota, it's a straight up blizzard, and as I get to North Dakota, the weather's no better, so I know I'm going to freeze in the stand tonight.
Should probably have my head examined, but we got 35-mile-an-hour winds up here in North Dakota, and we're sitting in a tree. At least I am. Got the camera on a camera arm, got a couple GoPros out here, hoping that maybe a little bit of luck we'll get a buck come in here tonight. First time in a couple weeks I've actually had a chance to hunt myself, so when you only get a few days of hunting, you got to take advantage of whatever weather you got. We'll see if fighting the 35-mile-an-hour winds will pay off or not, but time will tell.
Well, literally a minute after I got done with my pre-hunt interview, I seen the first buck of the trip. They're up on their feet moving. Could be a good week. Well, at this point, Todd's property had been bow hunting only for 16 years, so normally you see a lot of bucks.
The first buck of the trip. Let's see what he is. If it wasn't so windy, I could probably call.
Man, it's cold and it's windy, but I think I'm in for a heck of a hunt. Well, I end up looking back, and about 85 yards behind me, another pretty good buck comes trotting by. You know, the way these bucks are running, I think we might have hit the rut perfect this year.
Buck right there, but again, it's just too windy to try calling at him, and he's just going the other way anyway. Only chance we got is they're gonna have to walk by, because it's just too windy there for them to hear us. So.
You know, I ended up seeing a couple other bucks way off in the distance. I was unable to get the camera on them, but all in all, pretty good night. Can't wait to get back in the stand tomorrow. The next couple of days, I'm going to set dark to dark, so hopefully we can score on a big old shooter.
First morning up here in North Dakota. Gotta be kind of quiet. Got a lot of deer around us here this morning already, but I think it's going to be a good morning. I've already seen probably somewhere between 25 and 30 deer already, but they're going to start filtering back in here, so I'm going to be quiet.
Well, I hear something and look over. Here comes a buck running a doe hard. Well, as you can see, I am already completely covered up with deer, and North Dakota is a bait state, so I got a couple piles of corn and some forest straw out. I got a couple GoPros on the ground, so hopefully we can lay down some good footage today. Well, this buck's got a doe locked down, and he decided to get mad at a tree. And that's why you hunt the rut, so you see bucks showing their dominance like that, watch bucks chase does, rip up trees. Already been an awesome morning. Well, the next thing you know, I got like 10, 15 deer coming right into the bait. Man, that buck is putting on a show. It's too bad he ain't a little bigger, but them are the bucks you have to pass if you want to kill big bucks. That buck needs probably 2 more years, and he'll be a true bona fide wall hanger. Well, as the morning started getting later and later, the deer movement started to slow down, and the next couple hours was pretty slow, seeing a few does, was entertained by a few squirrels. But about 11:45, I caught movement down to the After what seemed like took forever, the buck turns broadside. Now it's time to draw this bow and make the shot.
That's a good buck. One of the other hunters, Chan, the guy that hunted here earlier, had shot that buck a little bit too high and didn't get him, but I hit him good. We got him. We caught him.
Well, I ended up sending Todd a text, let him know that I'd hit a big buck, and to pick me up in about a half hour. You know, it's always exciting when you shoot a big buck and there's a ton of blood in the snow, so I don't think he went very far. Well, I got all my gear together, time to head down and meet up with Todd. Well, it's actually, I shot this buck at 11 o'clock, and it is now, what is it, 6 o'clock? 6 o'clock. Yep. And Todd's got a few rules up here in this place, and half of this property on right here, there's a 60-acre sanctuary that just never go in there in the daylight, so we elected just to let him go, and I know we made good shots. He's probably not be too much farther, so let's just keep easing. Well, we picked up the blood and only had to go about 100 yards, and there he was, a beautiful big old 6.5-year-old buck. Big old bruiser. Look at that. And he's a pretty mature old guy. I don't know how old he is, but boy, he sure got a big old body.
6.5-year-old.
That's what I thought. Something about it, I like to shoot them old deer out of that stand. This is the end result. He only went probably 100 yards, but like I said, he went up into the sanctuary here, so we had to leave him for 6.5 hours, but just a great buck. Todd said he's a 6.5-year-old. Look at that bull head on him. Just a whopper of a deer. That's why you come to North Dakota, and that's why people manage their properties like Todd does, so you can grow deer like this, let them get to that age where they get to be big. So another great hunt up here in North Dakota. Can't thank Todd and Amy enough. They invite me up every year, and I always have a great hunt. So we're gonna drag him out of here, and we'll probably prop him back up tomorrow where we can see him better, but just a big old North Dakota bruiser. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching that hunt up there in North Dakota. Hopefully you guys will subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and we'll see you right back here next time on Dirt Road Outdoors TV.